It begins with a quiet walk in the woods. It ends with heirloom quality solid hardwood furniture that is built to last for generations. From forest to furniture, the Green Acres Furniture Story. This is the story of Green Acres Furniture, a family-owned furniture manufacturing business located in Mount Eaton, Ohio, in the heart of the world's largest Amish settlement. Since 1988, the Paul and Naomi Schwartzentruber family has been building solid hardwood furniture in its workshop located here in southern Wayne County. Since 1988, Green Acres Furniture has grown into a manufacturing and showroom complex that now encompasses 35,000 square feet. Green Acres has now expanded its operations to include a retail store in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, serving the greater Pittsburgh area. The Schwartzentruber family are members of an old order Amish church. They are part of a group of approximately 40,000 Amish people that make their homes in Wayne, Holmes, and surrounding counties in the rolling hills of Northeast Ohio. This is the largest Amish population in the world, larger than either the Lancaster, Pennsylvania or Indiana settlements. As members of an Amish church, the Schwartzentrubers are committed to a lifestyle and faith that are virtually inseparable from each other. The practices they follow are deeply rooted in the faith and traditions of the Amish people. Outsiders often do not understand the simpler, less complicated ways of the Amish, but it is all a part of a deep commitment to faith that avoids many of the trappings of our modern world. And rather than slowly fading away, the Amish population is growing rapidly. Today, more than 90% of children who are raised Amish elect to stay in the church. Many people who travel to the Northeast Ohio Amish communities and visit the various furniture shops that now dot the landscape wonder, how did the Amish evolve from farming to furniture manufacturing? 40 years ago, 90% of the Amish people who lived in the Wayne and Holmes County area made their living as farmers. Today, less than 10% make their living as farmers. Rising land prices and production costs, as well as the inability to compete with larger producers, required the Amish, who cling to a simpler, less complicated way of life, to find a different way to make a living. The challenge for the plain people of Wayne and Holmes counties was how to make a living in an occupation that allowed them to stay focused on three things: faith, family, and community. The answer that many found was self-employment in their own business. Starting mostly in the 1980s, many Amish entrepreneurs found their niche in the manufacture and sale of beautiful solid hardwood furniture. With abundant timber resources in the area, a dedication to providing high-quality products, and a growing tourism industry, it was a perfect combination. In fact, the Wayne-Holmes County area is now the largest furniture manufacturing district outside the High Point, North Carolina area. But even among the highly skilled Amish furniture manufacturers, methods and practices vary. Green Acres Furniture is one of a limited number of start-to-finish manufacturing and retail operations. When you visit the original location near Mount Eaton, Ohio, you'll not only see wonderful handcrafted furniture in the showroom, but you also actually can tour the shop where the furniture was created. The real Green Acres difference begins with the very wood that is used to craft their furniture. While some furniture makers begin with boards that have already been cut, planed, and glued together by other local providers, Green Acres does not follow this practice. Green Acres begins with the raw wood itself and builds the hardwood furniture entirely in their shop, from the first rough-cut boards to the final application of the finish. So the solid wood furniture you see on the showroom floor began as raw lumber in the shop. But Green Acres takes the process even one step further. The trees that produce the wood that Green Acres uses to create furniture actually is hand-selected by a member of the Schwartzentruber family, right in the woods itself. From the point the trees are selected The wood follows a path that leads directly to the showroom floor and ultimately customers' homes. After the trees are felled, they are taken to a sawmill that Green Acres has done business with for many years. The logs are processed, cut into rough lengths and widths, and then sent to a dry kiln. Here the process slows down considerably. Properly dried wood is one of the key ingredients to making high-quality furniture that lasts for generations, and it is a process that simply cannot be rushed. Once the rough lumber is dried to a level where it can be used, it is shipped to the Green Acres Furniture Wood Shop. From this point on, the wood does not leave until it is part of a piece of beautiful furniture, bound for a customer's home. While some may question the practice of harvesting mature timber, it is important to recognize that wood is a highly renewable resource, and responsible forest management is very important to the long-term survival of a woodlot. At Green Acres Furniture, they understand that a well-managed woodlot can yield timber every 20 years or so, and that responsible management actually enhances the long-term viability of a woodlot. Harvesting larger trees allows the smaller trees to thrive and eventually become the prize trees of the future. A visit to a well-managed woodlot 5 years after harvesting would reveal a new canopy of trees growing strong and tall. In addition to the wood used to manufacture furniture, most of the trees will eventually be used as well. Treetops are often cut up and used for firewood by the landowners. The bark that is removed before the log goes through the sawmill is used for mulch. Even the sawdust from the sawmill is used for animal bedding and other purposes. Even though the Swartzentruber family is Old Order Amish and does not use central station electricity, the shop at Green Acres is filled with modern woodworking equipment. So how is all that equipment operated? Large diesel generators produce air and hydraulic power that run the machines. Air and hydraulic lines travel throughout the shop in a specially designed channel built into the shop floor. Electric power for lighting and smaller power tools, and in the showroom and office area, is provided by another diesel generator. Some people may be surprised to see modern woodworking equipment and what is essentially a manufacturing environment in an Amish-owned shop. But a changing economic environment has brought certain changes to a number of Amish communities. Church leaders recognize that in order for their way of life to survive, their members must be able to make a living. And they have carefully, selectively allowed certain bits of modern technology to become a part of their members' business practices. At Green Acres, it is a combination of modern equipment and old-world craftsmanship that is used to create outstanding furniture. Yes, the tools are modern, but the work ethic and the skills and the attention to detail are timeless. Attention to detail is at the forefront of every piece of furniture Green Acres builds. For example, every drawer is dovetailed, and all drawer bottoms and sides are made of the same wood as the rest of the piece, a practice that not all furniture makers follow. The founder of Green Acres, Paul Swartzentruber, followed a philosophy that the piece wasn't really finished unless the entire piece was built of the same wood, drawers and all. Attention to detail shines through in many other areas as well. Some of those details, such as fit and finish, are easy to see. Others may not be as visible, but Green Acres feels they are just as important. As each raised panel door is assembled, it is fitted with small spacers that allow the panel portion of the door to expand and contract slightly as temperature and humidity conditions in the home change. At Green Acres, the goal is to create furniture that lasts for generations. The Swartzentruber family expects each piece of handcrafted, solid hardwood furniture to become a cherished heirloom in their customers' homes. Steve Swartzentruber says, Green Acres is building furniture today that they expect their customers' grandchildren to be able to use and enjoy. From forest to furniture, the Green Acres Furniture Store.